Not if my love can bind your heart. There's no need to take a stand, for it was I who chose to start. I see no need to take me.
I have decided to rub out Mrs. Barrows. No one would see the cunning of my scheme, my cautious, painstaking hand. Me, the head of the fine department at F&S.
Are you lifting the ox cart out of the ditch? Are you tearing up the pea patch then? Are you sitting in the catbird seat?
Well, come on, Mr. Martin. Even I believe you like the woman.
The finger was on my beloved fine department. However, I still remember the late Sam Schlosser praising me, our most efficient worker, neither drinks nor smokes. My plan to frame someone else is perfect.
For God's sake, look who's here! Quit shoving! What came over you? Let me help you with your jacket.
No, I'll put it here.
Your gloves and hat too? Oh my, you're as white as a sheet! Let me fix you up a toddy. Scotch and soda, right? You don't drink, do you?
Scotch and soda will be alright. I looked quickly around the living room for a weapon. There were many possible things I could use, but none of them would do. It couldn't be that way.
Hey, are you tired of the pea patch?
Cigarettes in my pocket, a drink prepared for me. It was improbable. No, it was impossible. Somewhere in the back of my mind, a vague idea sprouted.
Well, this is marvelous. You with a drink and a cigarette.
I drink and smoke all the time. You're just nuts, that old windbag Fitweiler.
Really, Mr. Martin? You're insulting our employer.
I am preparing a bomb, which will blow the old goat higher than hell.
Do you take dope or something?
I'll be cooked to the gills when I bump that old buzzard off.
Mr. Martin, enough! You must go!
Want a word about this?
Really?
Sitting in the catbird seat. I got to my apartment. No one saw me go in. I had milk, the whiskey wore off, read my magazine, and went to bed before 12. I truly am sitting in the catbird seat.
I'm reporting you to Mr. Fitweiler. If he calls the police, that's no more than you deserve.
Mr. Martin, you've been with us for more than 20 years. Your manner has been exemplary. You've never drank or smoked. Describe to me what you did yesterday.
Certainly, sir. I walked home, went for dinner, went to bed early, and was asleep by 11.
Ah, yes. Miss Barrows has worked hard, very hard. I believe she has suffered a severe breakdown, which has taken the form of a persecution complex with hallucinations. I've had my psychiatrist on the phone, and Mrs. Barrows flew into a rage when I suggested she visit Dr. Finch. She had planned a reorganization of your department, subject to my approval, of course. This probably brought you to her mind before anyone else. So, Mrs. Barrows' usefulness here has come to an end.
Is that rat denying it? You can't get away with drinking and smoking in my apartment. And all those horrible things you said about Mr. Fitweiler. If you weren't such a boring man, I think you planned it all. My God, it's perfect! Can't you see he tricked us all? Can't you see his game? He has to go. Do you know he's been
Stockton and Fishbane! Take her home. I regret this happened. I ask you to dismiss it from your mind, Martin. That'll be all.
I will.